your second European model update on the extreme winter storm that could affect every part of the East Coast from Texas to Maine, and then the severe weather threat from Texas to Florida. We're expecting, but first we're just going to go an overview of what's going on at 10 o'clock. Some heavy to light mountain snow in the west, some fog in Northern California, some rain into Oregon and Washington, maybe some ice forming up there. But that's not our major story. Our major story is what's going on down in Texas. There is some moderate to heavy ice in parts of central Texas that will be affecting everywhere all the way up to northern Indiana, then over to New York and Massachusetts. This is going to be affecting almost all of the east with either ice or thunderstorms. So we're going to skip ahead to 11 a.m. New Year's Eve going into 2021. So at 1 p.m. Central Time, you can see it's starting to fizzle out into Texas, but there's going to be a new region of ice that's going to form in a different location. You can see it starting to form in northern Arkansas. It gets a lot larger and more widespread around, I'd say, 9 p.m. Central Time, 10 p.m. Central Time, 11 p.m. Eastern Time. It's just becoming more and more widespread. You can see it from Oklahoma, Kansas, Missouri, Arkansas, getting some ice, which is freezing rain. If you don't know what freezing rain is, it happens when the air is warm, but the ground is cold. The ground is below freezing. So when the rain hits the ground, it automatically freezes and causes a layer of ice. A lot of people will probably know this. So we're going to see that from Joplin, Kansas City, St. Louis, Wichita, Oklahoma City so far. Just moving further north out of Arkansas into Illinois and Indiana at 3 a.m. Central Time. Moving further into Indiana, you can see some ice starting to form into mountainous Virginia, West Virginia. And then some severe weather possible at the moment. 5 a.m. Central Time, January 1st, 2021. From Memphis down toward Pensacola and then up by Atlanta. You can see some of that. And then some ice from Indianapolis to Wichita, Joplin, Kansas City, St. Louis, Peoria, even into Louisville. Could see some ice, maybe not very much though. Still, Joplin, Wichita, Kansas City, St. Louis, Indianapolis, Peoria, Cincinnati probably by now would be seeing some ice. Oklahoma City switches over to snow. And you can see it really ramp up for areas like southern suburbs of Chicago, Indiana, Columbus, Ohio, mountainous regions of Virginia. It's moving out of Indiana or southern Indiana and southern Missouri and southern Illinois, and now affecting the northern regions of the states. Snow ending in Oklahoma City, Dallas completely clear of any bad weather. Wichita, Kansas City is going to be right on that line from snow to ice. Peoria ice, Fort Wayne ice, Columbus ice, South Bend ice. Chicago could be seeing some ice very quickly. 11 a.m. CST or 12 noon Eastern Time. So it just keeps moving into areas like northern Indiana, northwest Ohio, southern Michigan, noon Central Time. It's starting to switch over to some mix for southern Michigan and Chicago, but it'll just go right back to ice. the ice starts to affect more southern Michigan, far northern Indiana, and then northwest Ohio, northeastern Illinois. Chicago still seeing some mix. There's still a chance that could be turning into ice a little. Still far northern Indiana, far northwest Ohio, and then spotty in northern Illinois, and then Pennsylvania. I should have mentioned that earlier. Southern New York and Pennsylvania, and then parts of Maryland, West Virginia could be seeing some ice. Then mountainous Virginia, West Virginia could be seeing some ice as well. Moving on to 5 p.m. Central Time, 6 p.m., 7, 8. You can really see it moving into the northeast. Then, just to point this out, another system, maybe not as major as this, but there is another system moving into northwestern United States. Then far northern Indiana, maybe South Bend, south of Lansing, southern areas of Michigan could be still seeing some ice. And then areas in Pennsylvania, Pittsburgh will have switched over to rain. Philadelphia will be rain. It'll come close to New York, but New York shouldn't have any major travel difficulty other than rain during the system. 12 a.m. Central Time, January 2nd. It's finally starting to move out. Still some ice into New York, Connecticut, Massachusetts. Then Toronto area, Toronto, Kitchener maybe, could be seeing some of that ice along Lake Erie. Detroit switching over to snow and wintry mix. Indiana, Illinois, Missouri, completely done. Some light snow could be seen still into Oklahoma and Texas, but that's a different system. So some moderate to even heavy snow at times from Toronto, Ottawa, Manchester, New Hampshire. I think that's Manchester. Portland, Maine, Burlington, Montpelier, Saranac Falls. Ice into Albany, Boston, maybe. Southern Vermont. Then some heavier snow starting to creep into Maine, Portland. And then it's finally starting to move out of the area. Ice just completely disappears from the map. Still some severe thunderstorms for the Florida Panhandle, possibly into Georgia. Then it just moves out. It's almost all snow, some wintry mix along the Maine coast and New Hampshire coast. But other than that, pretty clear, except for another system that's starting to move across Missouri. Joplin getting some moderate snow. Chicago probably getting some moderate snow showers. Short lasting though. Yeah, and then you can see that second system start to move north and basically head towards some of the same areas affected by the ice. So this is actually 9 p.m. Central Time, January 2nd. We're just going to go to midnight. You can see some wintry mix for some of the areas of northern Indiana, southern Michigan that were affected by the ice, that are going to be affected by the ice. Remember, this is the European model. It's generally the best. But we're going to check the National Weather Service. And if the video cuts off in the middle of the video, that's just because I'm using Screencast-O-Matic, and that has a time limit, sadly. We're going to look at one of the areas with the winter storm warning, northwestern Missouri. This area is, I'm expecting it to be one of the hardest hit regions by this ice storm, as you can see in this map. You can see towns in Missouri like Moberly and Sedalia, up to a half an inch of ice. Quarter of an inch is possible in Columbia, Jefferson City, Butler, and Chattanooga, Kansas. It looks like they've kind of moved their prediction. They're expecting less ice for areas like Kansas City, St. Joseph, Topeka, and Emporia as they were last time, but still a tenth of an inch of ice is possible in the Ottawa, Chillicothe, Kirksville, Just actually really just mostly southeast of those cities. Maybe not in the downtown regions of any of those cities, but southeast of those cities, you could be getting a tenth of an inch of ice. Snow! Under an inch in Moberly, Columbia, Jefferson City, Sedalia, maybe Butler. 1 to 2 inches, Butler, Maryville. 2 to 3 inches in Kirksville, Chillicothe, southeastern sections of Kansas City. 3 to 4 inches, Kansas City, St. Joseph, and 4 to 6 inches in Topeka, Emporia, Ottawa, and just south of St. Joseph. So now we're going to see if we can go to another region that could be hit by ice. Freezing rain is not expected today in this region, but we're going to go into northern Indiana. Look at what they have to say. So they're expecting a little bit less ice than Missouri, but still, this region's large city, Fort Wayne, could be expecting almost a 1/4 inch of ice, 0.22. Van Wert, 0.15. Angola, 0.15. Goshen, 1.5. Plymouth, 0.19. Logansport, 0.19. Metairie, 0.19. Some less ice. Actually up in Benton Harbor by the Lake Michigan coast, I could be seeing no ice. Not even a tenth of an inch of ice in Three Rivers. It still could cause some minor travel difficulties, but they are expecting a lot of travel difficulties in this region. Then our last region we're going to check is an area I tried to get to last time, but we couldn't. And that is Pennsylvania. I guess we're going to look at central Pennsylvania. They might not have all the fine-tuned details out because this is going to be late tomorrow, and I'm still recording this in the morning. So, freezing rain potential Friday. I guess that's the right one to click on. So, if I can. So, yeah, they could be seeing a lot of inches, 1/4 an inch, possibly a 1/2 an inch for areas southeast of Somerset, Johnstown, and then west of Bedford. State College, Renovo, Emporium, Bradford, Cloudersport could be seeing about a 1/10 of an inch, maybe 2/10 of an inch, but not really a whole lot more than that. So then Lancaster, York, Lebanon, it's not really going to be a huge travel issue. Not even a 1/100th of an inch there. So Harrisburg. But that is our, this is from, weather.us and weather.gov. And that's all we've got for today. Bye.